welcome to episode 28 of Series 6 of Master League Story Mode. So for those of you who have been paying attention, you will know that we are now through to the semi-final of the Copa do Brasil. Very exciting. And thanks to you, the viewers, for all the great comments and also the slightly improved amount of likes I've been getting. I mean, I think we've probably done enough to keep Tim. Oh no, shit, he's back. Oi! It's not enough likes! Smash it! Okay, right. Cheers, Tim. He's very passionate. You don't want to mess with him. Why would you mess with him? Just like the video. I'll wait. No, but seriously, it's, you know, if you ever wanted to give something back to this channel, it really does have a huge effect. From what I've read, YouTube's computer algorithms really like it if you like it. So I'd love it if you did as well. And subscribe, why not? And why would you not want to subscribe with the incredible form that we're in at the moment? And we are still well in the running for what would be Ponte Preta's first Copa do Brasil win. They've won a few of the sort of local cups, the sort of Sao Paulo, this region's cups, but never have we won the big one. And with the form that we're in, it feels like we've got as good a chance as any, but we do have a really difficult test to get past if we want to make it into the final, as we go up against, they're not local rivals, but they are very close. It's Palmeiras, who hail from Sao Paulo, just 54 miles south of Campinas. It's a commute, nothing more than that. And I have to confess, if you put a gun to my head before this series started and asked me which Brazilian side had won the most league titles in their history, I would not have said Palmeiras. I honestly, no, I had heard of them. I didn't know they were a big side. But they are, and in fact one of their nicknames is the O Maior Campeão Nacional, the greatest national champion. And presumably that comes from the fact that they have won 10 Serie A titles. I mean, not all of that, we've said this before, they weren't always Serie A, but they've won 10 top flight nationwide titles. Pretty incredible stuff in their 105-year history. Most recently in 2018, yeah. Passed me by. It somehow passed me by. But 2019-2020 season, last season in this, you know, as the AI was simming it, they only managed 8th, so they've dropped off significantly. But as I said, yeah, just a short trip south. We will have played them plenty of times, I'm sure, in the Campeonato Paulista do Interior Cup, which I think is sort of the local cup competition. But now we play them on the biggest stage. Let's go and see how we line up today and take a look at their side as well. So presumably they have a pretty good team. And they do. I mean, it doesn't make ours look bad. It's 70s throughout, still no one in the 80s. There are certainly players at some of the really big sides in Serie A who will have 80 rated players. Mauro Jr., of course, out of this one. That is a big blow. He is back for the next leg, but that's really unfortunate. We're going to swap Arnaldo back in, obviously. Do we start Matthias there? Or do we go with Massinho to continue the idea of having a slightly more dynamic player there? I think we will. And I think we're going to... Oh no, it's going to ruin our team spirit if we take Jimmy Quids off. Ziggy for Mabele. It's a 4 team spirit hit, but he's on a blue. I think we start him today. Other than that, everyone can stay as it is. Palmeiras, yeah, as I said, they've got some good players, not outstanding players. Luis Adriano up top, a dangerous striker, I know him. Very solid throughout. No real gaps in this side. It's a pretty compact, tight formation. Will we get Joy down the wings? Perhaps. It's a shame to be missing MJ. But Marcinho looks decent as well. Let's remind ourselves of what Marcinho can do. He's right-footed. Good passer, good finisher. Good with his feet. Quick enough. Good balance. Not quite as extreme as Mauro Jr., but still a good player. He can still do some damage. Matthias we can bring in, but I think we just want to have one quicker player out on that left-hand side. Quick change of kits, and it's off to the Moises Lucarelli. Let's do this. Now, I can't remember the details, but Palmeiras are 105 years old. They were started in 1914. I know there was a load of stuff that happened at the beginning where it was some of the upper-class sides from the Sao Paulo region that looked down their noses at lovely, beautiful Ponte Preta, because they were one of the first teams to play black players, and they didn't bow down to the pressure not to. I wonder if Palmeiras were one of those. They were certainly in the area at the time. Obviously they've grown into the richest club and the most successful club in the history of Brazilian football. But we're going to put down a marker here, I feel. I think for Serie A and for Ponte Preta to say we're back on the up and we're here and we're serious. Bruno Avini there taking in the applause from the Ponte Pretanos. We've been incredible at home in the Cup so far. If we can play even 50% as well as we have in the last 3 games at home, then we should be able to get a good start here. Hopefully we can prevent them scoring at the very least. Marcinho has been told to run at them. Mabele, lovely turn onto the left, gets the shot off. Instant impact there. Mabele good with his back to goal. Ronaldo spreads it wide to Abner. Oh, little shake of the legs and he's away from Dudu into space here. He's got plenty of time to put a good ball in. Ah, I hate it, I hate it. Got to beat the first man. Abner plays it back to Igor. Oh, looks to chip a ball in towards Mabele. Marcinho keeps it alive. Now Abner. Down the line into Marcinho. Can he put a ball in? He can. Mabele's there with the glancing header. Can he finish here? Yes, he can. Get in, Mabele. It wasn't pretty, but we will take it. And our dominance at the Majestoso continues. Abner. It's good work there. Slipped Marcinho in. He put a good ball in towards Mabele at the near post. The first effort was saved by the Palmeiras captain. But he couldn't prevent the Congolese striker. It's actually a fairly tricky finish there from a difficult angle. On his left foot as well. He's on a blue arrow today. And that is the perfect start here. The Ponte Pretanos in great voice. Hope now. There is hope. Vini does well. Oh, finds Marcinho there. It's a bit of luck. Now Jimmy Quids. Allow time to turn. Find a lovely ball out to Arnaldo. Back into Jimmy Quids. He's running the show in the centre today. Good footwork from him. Marcinho drops deep. Quidzy through to Mabele. Nearly there. Very nearly. Great work from Jimmy Quids. And it's being pulled back here. Is that a foul on Mabele in the box? No, it's a foul. Of course. Of course it is. Luis Adriano now. We've seen nothing from him. Out to Dudu. Abner looks to stay strong, but Dudu gets away from him. Now Gustavo Scarpa inside to Luis Adriano on the turn. First corner of the game here, 26 minutes in, and it's going to be Scarpa to whip this in with his left foot. The outswinger. Ibanez battles with Adriano. Oh, gotta get to that. Gotta get to that. Bloody hell. Want to react, anyone? Want to react? That's your ball. That's yours. It's yours. It's his. It's his. He's put it wide. Thank God. Oh, that's poor. Asano with the left foot. Oh, just over the bar. We thought it had broken down. It was actually pretty poor from Arnaldo. Straight to their player, but he turned into trouble. Asano nicked it back. Just couldn't get the left-footed curling effort to drop below the crossbar. Oh, that's well worked. So we've got a decision to make here. Does Ibanez go to Dudu? Abner holds him up. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Adriano. Hyven saves with his feet. And Abner can pick it up. Would have been an awful time to concede as well, with half-time nearly upon us. Marcinho into Abner. 30 seconds left in the half. Abner sees a gap. Drives towards it. Ball inside is easily dealt with, but Marcinho gets to it. Quidzy. Lovely hold up. Still Quidzy looking for Asano. Oh, could still fall here. Ah, running into trouble. And that'll be cleared. And that will be half-time here at the Moises Lucarelli. Well, Mabele took his goal really well. It's been very even, but we've controlled possession, which is key, especially at home. You know, you've got to do something special to overcome Ponte Preta at the Majestoso, and Palmeiras are experiencing that firsthand. It's great to see us matching up against what should be one of the stronger teams in Serie A. There's nothing to be too concerned about. There are certainly teams with better individuals, but this is a good, solid outfit, and we're looking pretty confident. The only question now is how conservative to be in this second half. Obviously, we really need to prevent them scoring an away goal, but sitting back really isn't the Zico way, so yeah, tough decisions to be made here. Great pressure here from Ponte Preta, forcing the mistake. Ah, Fernando. Oh, still a chance though. Asano. Ah, big opportunities missed there. That was poor. Kuma Asano with the right foot. Oh, it's a very good effort there. Forcing the keeper to get down low and early to stop that one. Oh, and that's a big mistake. Palmeiras look rattled here. Looking for Mabele though. Marcinho couldn't link him. Oh, Quincy. Jesus Christ. No, no, no. Yes. Ibanez, great work. Ronaldo doesn't need... Oof, Jesus Christ. Big mistakes being made here. Ronaldo with a swing and a miss on Vega. Oh, this looks dangerous here. Luiz on the overlap. Ronaldo. Yes. Yes. Great work there. That's a love... No, it's not a good ball. Igor picks it up. Igor ball over the top. Hugo's there. Mabele causing trouble. Oh, Ibanez. Great challenge there. Igor through to Thiago Real. It's well won though. This is turning into a really hard-fought second half, and this is a big chance for Dudu here. Puts it in towards Adriano, and he sweeps it under Ivan. Oh, God. We've had an absolutely manic last 15 minutes. Neither side can keep the ball. And that's a great ball out there. Abner just out of position. Does quite well, but it's a good finish in the end. Avini couldn't get tight enough. We've given away that away goal. We didn't want to do that. Should we have gone more defensive? I don't think so. Should we make some changes though? I think we will, and a couple of changes in the midfield here. Matthias coming on for Marcinho, who's failed to impress, and Pedro Castro replaces Igor. He's got a slightly more attacking game in that central midfield box-to-box role. I guess we're going to go for another goal here. Matthias, that's lovely. Oh, Asano, surely in the box! Ref! Referee! Come on! How is that not a pen? Absolutely ridiculous. Some of the decisions we're getting this season. Criminal. Pedro Castro now, the substitute. Sano lays it back to Jimmy. Into Matthias. He's done some magic for Ponte Preta this season. It's not going to be there though, but we somehow get it. Abner. Oh, Mabele keeps it alive. Real. Sano. Foul. There's ref! Ref! Fucking hell, ref. Oh, you're in trouble there, dude. Who does well. Does really well. Oh, and that's a lovely switch of play there. Pedro Castro. Oh, I think they're going to play on here. No. It's a good ball into Adriano. Ivan. Ibanez have been beaten there. Ivan, easy save in the end. So, final roll of the dice here, and Ziggy is left on the bench. That's controversial. The big Rocky Balboa has been brought on. A target man to aim for. Now Luis Fernando. He will use Abner down this left-hand side. Can he get a good ball into the box? No! Fucking how many times? You're going to cross it into the first defender. Cannot abide by it. Matthias. What's the overlapping run with Abner there? Matthias' ball in is a good one. Mabele's lurking. It's a great ball in from Matthias. No one could get to it, but it's a mistake here. Mabele's offside. Shit! So this is it here. Could well blow in the air, but Balboa may have a chance to get a flick on here. Can't find anyone in the black and white of Ponte Preta. And that's actually not gone as well as we would have liked. We've conceded an away goal. I mean, this is a very good side, and we've made them look ordinary for most of this game. Dominate possession, but in the end, they had their chance. They took it. Luis Adriano. It's a good finish for him in the end. Jimmy Quiz with a 5. That's no good. Ivan actually had quite a few saves to make. Well, we take the trip down to Sao Paulo now with work to be done. And there we are. How did they fare in the other semi-final? Well, Santos with a great start at home. 4 goals to Internacional's 2. That looks to be a thrilling one. And that second leg is surely to be an exciting matchup. And as I said, we've got work to do, but having looked at the opposition in the face, found the measure of them, I think we can do it. I think we've got it in us, and we'd love to be in a final. We've got a nice long week to rest after that one, and that means Mara Jr. will be back in the side. And speaking of Mara Jr., that is the man we're going to be learning a little bit more about today. I say man, he's still, I mean in real life he's only 20 years old. He was born in 1999, narrowly missing out on being born in this millennium. I'm sure he's gutted about that. And he was born just less than an hour down the road in Sao Paulo. Exactly that. He's going back to his hometown for today's game. And he started his youth career in 2013. Seems like just a heartbeat ago. At Desportivo Brazil, which is a Sao Paulo team. But before making any actual full senior career appearances for them, he was snapped up by Young PSV, basically PSV Eindhoven's youth side. They play in the youth league, and he went over there in 2017. Although, having done a little bit of research, it seems like, I found a sort of Dutch article about him. Relatively excited about him joining, but sort of an article where it says he was doing internships from the age of 14. So I don't know whether there's some sort of exchange. I think maybe it's a weird translation of an exchange program. But he's clearly spent time in Holland from a fairly early age, which was clearly one of the reasons that he made the move so early to PSV. He made 26 appearances for the young PSV side, scoring 5 goals. And then he did play a handful of games, 19 games, 1 goal for the full PSV side. But since then, or this season, 2019, he was on loan at Heracles, which is where we bought him from in the end. We managed to tempt him back to Sao Paulo. It makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it, really? A fairly local lad to Ponte Preta. Maybe he was homesick. Maybe things just weren't quite working out as he thought they might in the Netherlands. So we've managed to coax him back. But with his age in mind, there's not a huge amount more to say about him than that. He's just a very talented, potentially great, but still that's not quite sure player. Attacking midfielder, exciting winger, attacking midfielder type player. He's been great for us. He's made a few appearances for the Brazil national teams from under 15 all the way up to under 23. As recently as 2019, he's made 2 appearances. So, he's still doing very well. He's right at the beginning of his career, and we have been very fortunate to secure his signature on a full transfer as well. With him back in the side today, I think we will have enough. I really pray we will have enough to take on Palmeiras at their stadium. Let's take a look at who's going to be playing in this important game today. Need to change this permanently, but Arnaldo obviously comes back in. Mara Jr. comes straight in on a green. That's great. Ziggy did not enjoy not being subbed on in the second half of that last one, and I can understand. That was potentially poor man management there from Zico. He's on a downward arrow today, so he will not feature. So Mabele will start again. We don't want to phase Ziggy out. Mabele took his goal well. Ziggy has always performed for us, despite not having the stats to suggest that he should. Other than that, I think we keep things as they are. 85 team spirit looking good. Ivan on a blue, we may need that. No Luis Adriano up top today. Borja starts. Just another lineup of just really good, solid 75 plus rated players. It's a really tricky team to play against, and at home is surely going to be a huge test. So what an evening this is at the cavernous Allianz Park here in Sao Paulo. This is a pretty big stadium, built in 2014. It can hold 43,000 people, and it will be packed to the rafters today for this absolutely crucial Copa do Brazil game. Whatever happens today, whatever happens tonight, we've done really, really well. It's going to be a huge boost to this side going into a new league. We've come through now a handful of games looking great, and hopefully we just need to see this one out. I think a goal early on, and then we stick to our guns, play our beautiful football. I think we can do this, but obviously the home support here is significant. Let's do it. Come on, Ponte Preta. Oh, that's a cheeky ball into Maro Jr. Great to see him back in the side today. Mabele, lovely flick into Asano, tries to take it past his man with a dummy. Somehow it falls to his feet and he's able to get the shot off. Could only hit it straight at the keeper there. What a start that would have been. Ibanez, towering header from the headmaster. It's a lovely ball through to Jimmy Quids. He's got Mabele in front of him here. Sano to one side. Lovely ball in. Ooh, Victor Luiz just preventing the shot. Ibanez into Maro Jr. That's nice. Now Abner. Again, time to look up. Measure a ball inside. Mabele's there. He's overhit that one as well. That's unlucky. Come on. Got to make this pressure count. Bruno Avini picks it up. Ball through to Jimmy Quids. Maro Jr. gets onto it. Edge of the box. Hits it. Oh, and it gets a really good deflection from the defender there. Just took the sting out of it. We're all over them here in this first 20 minutes. No. Danger here. Woodsy can't win it back. Borja on the turn. Oh, the effort from Scarpa is a good one. Didn't want that to go to Fernando. No. We're panicking here. This isn't good. This isn't good. That's... Fuck! And it's 1-0 here. No. heads went there. That was not the right ball. Fernando couldn't take it down. As soon as this ball came in, you knew it was done. Ivan couldn't get to it. Oh, we've given ourselves a lot of work to do here. I mean, we've come back from worse in this campaign so far. That was just unnecessary. We've been the better side. Stupid defensive error there. Fernando just about gets it into Abner. He'll use the run of Mara Jr. to find a bit of space. It's a good ball looking for Takuma Asano. Oh, I don't know if he expected that to go through. I certainly did not. Mara Jr. spreading the defence wide there. Abner into a good position. Oh, the ball was perfect just to miss out Mabele to find Asano in space. He rushed it with the left foot. Half time nearly upon us here. We really could have done with that goal. Ibanez, a huge header there. Now Takuma Asano. He's got the overlapping Igor. Looks early for Mabele. Hugo will play it back. Big chances missed here. And that is half time here in Sao Paulo. And we've got a lot to do. We have got a lot to do. A goal now obviously just brings things level. And then if we can score a goal, it puts us in the stronger position. We had a couple of chances. We had some real periods of dominance in that first half. More of the same from Zico, I'm sure. That's all he wants. We get a couple more chances. We should take one of them. And then it is advantage Ponte Preta. Let's go. Oh, nice work, Fernando. Oh, shit. Shit. Mistakes. No! Oh my god! Fucking hell. Oh, good flick off to Dudu. Danger here. Enrique, Vega, Mara Jr.'s back helping out. Bruno Enrique. That's just a tussle away from Fernando. Arnaldo. Great challenge. No! Awful! No! Giving away possession too easily like that. But Thiago Real does really well. Asano on the turn. Finds Mabele. Victor Hugo with him. Ndombe Mabele. He's through here. Mabele! Ooh. Side netting. Zico appreciates the good play. There's still time left here. Asano sprung the attack there. Sprung the counter-attack well. Mabele just went for straight line speed. Shrugged off his defender. Difficult opportunity. We need changes now. So we're switching out the workman-like Fernando and Igor, and we're replacing with a little bit more attacking flair, a little bit more quality. Matthias and Pedro Castro now in the midfield too. They've got goals, they've got running in them. I think that's a smart move there from Zico. Just to upgrade the attacking capabilities of our midfield, but it will all be for nothing if Borja gets the shot off here, and he does! No! How have you not got his... Oh, how have you not put a foot in there? Mara Jr. loses the ball. Oh, Bruno, you've totally fucked that, Bruno. Fucking hell, Bruno. Oh, well, now it seems really unlikely. I know we've been here before, but this really does seem unlikely. Pedro Castro. No, you had that. No, no, no. Oh, my God. Oh, we can't even get the ball back now. 6 minutes left here. We need 2 goals. I can't believe this is the way we're going out. In many ways, we've been the better team today. Ibanez. Castro. Come on. One more chance. Let's make it interesting. Abner through the centre. Running on fumes. Still Abner here. Ball out to Takuma Asano. Can we make things interesting? We can't even make it interesting. With 3 minutes to go, Takuma Asano with the best chance of the game. It's straight at the keeper, and that is all she wrote here. That's so frustrating. Pedro Castro has not been able to affect this game. Mara Jr. Asano, back to Mabele. That's just the most frustrating thing in the world. 30 seconds past the end of the extra time period here, and Mabele gets his first goal of the game. We've been better than this. We deserved the final. I'm just so gutted. So gutted for the lads. Oh, we've had chances to seal it as well. It's not our day. Not our day. We move now into Serie A with a slight fog of disappointment, but that is absolutely heartbreaking. Heartbreaking stuff. 92nd minute goal is the best we can manage. If we could have just kept it to 1-0. I really genuinely believe we were the better team. The stats sort of reflect that. I mean, we're at the very least they're equal. Got it, Maro Jr. coming back in with a 4.5 when we needed him most. Abner with a 4. I mean, that is very rarely seen. Oh dear. Ah, well. No, we've had our fun. We've had our fun. We came a long way. We just couldn't make it that little bit further into the final. But we've had a great time. We didn't expect this. Certainly didn't expect to be knocking on the door of the final. We've just got to be happy now that we're going into Serie A with some real confidence. The team will have really benefited from this run. And we start the season up against Vasco da Gama at the Moises Lucarelli in the next episode. And then, second game of the episode, we're back against our new rivals Gremio, the butchers from the massacre at the Majestoso. We've got some scores to be settled with them. Hopefully that can pick us up after just, that's awful. So hard to take. I'll see you in a bit.